Hello out there. My name is David, Country Manager for On Education Ghana, and I have a very short announcement for students out there. We have a webinar coming on Tuesday at 12. This webinar is very, very important, and we decided to do this for two main reasons. I don't know, but if you're a student out there, you probably would have heard, and you're interested in studying in the UK, you probably would have heard that a lot more students are being invited for UKVI interviews. And unfortunately, a lot more students are failing that interview. A lot more students are going through CAS Shield and are not able to pass their CAS Shield, and so their offers are being withdrawn. That is a real concern. And so this webinar is supposed to address that very concern. Now, let me give you a little bit of a background. Unfortunately for Ghanaian students currently, we have been ranked as high risk by the UKVI. Yes, you heard it right. We are high risk students. Not because we don't perform very well in the UK, it's just because increasingly Ghanaians are applying for their visas for school with a lot of fake documentation. That is one reason. The other reason is that students are getting their visas, they get to the UK, don't report to school too. The third one is students will get to the UK, start school, but they don't complete, they don't finish. And all these three factors have meant that Ghanaian students are now being risked or ranked as high risk. There is another emerging factor, which is even more dangerous, where students are getting to the UK and applying for asylum status based on different factors. It didn't used to be the case. And if you are somebody who have been watching the industry very carefully, you realize that recently Cameroonian students have been banned from studying in the UK. That's how serious the concern is. Canada doesn't have to get to that point. And we've noticed that a lot of students have become a bit skeptical, have become a bit for lack of a better word, surprised at a recent turn of events where they are being invited for interviews. And a lot of students have been prepared well. And so this webinar is supposed to do two main things: help you prepare adequately for your CAS Shield interviews, make you aware of what is happening within the UK education study system, and then hopefully make you pass your CAS Shield or your UKVI interviews if you are invited to one. I've spoken to a lot of students, and in the past they keep telling you, oh, my brother is in the UK, my auntie is in the UK, my cousin is in the UK. This is what they are saying. Yes, I'm happy when you give me that information because it's important. But the times have changed. What took them to the UK, even if it's just a year ago, is not the same anymore. The requirements between just last year and this year is very, very wide. So join us on this webinar. We'll be able to provide you with a lot of context, with a lot of clarity on what is expected of you, on how you can go about it. I'm proud and happy to say that here at One Education, all our students so far who have been invited for these interviews have passed. I don't say this to say we have a foolproof system, but we are here to apply the expertise that we have in the smart test tool to help as many students as possible. And so please register on the link below. It's very, very important. No registration, you can join this webinar so that we know who we are dealing with. Register. The team will reach out to you. We'll have a very beautiful competition. You can join the webinar. Ask all the questions that you can ask, and we'll try our best to answer it as much as possible. This session is very important because it also offers us the opportunity to share knowledge from the perspective of the students and knowledge from our perspectives as school counselors, as higher education experts. So we are able to offer you a lot. So on Tuesday at 12, we'll look forward to welcoming you to the webinar. Hopefully you get your visas. This is One Education Ghana, Study Abroad Simplified. Thank you.